Namaste. Hello, it's lovely to connect with you. My name is Leanne Peters. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube. I'm just lighting my smudge stick here, but I'm here to share some guidance for Thursday and Friday. Apologies for my date confusion in my last video. Just reminds me to actually look at the dates instead of guessing what I think the dates should be. So thank you. Sometimes that happens. It cracks me up, really. Just keeping you on your toes, aren't I? So before we start today, we're going to do a little bit of smudging. So just getting this alight. Good morning. Hi Lisa. Hi Susie. Hi Gail. And Lizzie's here. So I've got my smudge stick here alight, kind of alight. So I'm just going to encourage you now just to stop whatever you're doing, unless you're driving or operating heavy machinery. And perhaps stop what you're doing and just take some big deep breaths. So 3 nice deep breaths I'm going to take. I just want to get this better alight. So let's get it better alight. I trust that you're all feeling good and things are flowing well for you. Let's see. Okay. So 3 nice big breaths. I'm not going to talk. So thank you. Allow all that old unwanted energy to be carried away and breathe it out and away from your body and from your heart and from your mind. So thank you. I'll just put out this stick. Okay. Oh, I had that large drum ready to bring out, but I left it on the table, so that won't be played today, unless I come out later. So welcome. Thanks so much for joining me today. Extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light family, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. So I am here to pull some cards for Thursday the 29th. It is Thursday the 29th and Friday the 30th of March. So that's what I'm here to do. I'm going to be using my Speed of Light Oracle cards today. And I'm going to be looking for the best card for Thursday, the best card for Friday, and the best card for the theme for Thursday and Friday. I'm not doing personal requests for guidance here today. This is general guidance for everyone. So I trust that you've been led here for a reason. So just take on board what feels right for you and let the rest go. Not everything's probably going to resonate, and that's okay. So just trust that you're here for a reason, and we'll see what comes up. So let's have a look. Oh, having technical difficulties, Lucy, sorry. Well, I trust that the replay works. Sometimes that happens. Okay, let's find the best card for Thursday, the 29th. I was going to say the 31st. I'm in such a time warp right now. All the days just feel all warped. Time feels very warped right now. So Thursday the 29th of March. It is Thursday for me now. It's Thursday morning, early, about 8 a.m, 8:30 actually. So I trust the best card will find its way to the top. That's the most helpful for the majority of us at this time. So let's go with this for Thursday the 29th here. Oh, we've got Tree Maiden, card 42. And I'm going to let you know these keywords here. It says endings, surrender, growth, and illumination. This brings a sense of potency and intensity to Thursday. Things may be amplified, things may seem louder and stronger and bigger than they truly are on Thursday. So this sometimes happens to get, as these things are trying to get our attention. So for example, if it's a fear or an insecurity we have, it may be quite blown out of proportion or really amplified on Thursday to give us an opportunity to let that go. So as things come to the surface and get our attention, then we know what we need to change, we know what we need to let go of, we know what we need to move into in our life. So this potency is a great potential for us to shift, for us to move on, for us to step into the new and the true that awaits us. This card also brings with it a lot of growth. So there's a lot of growth potential for us as individuals to come from this time of potency. So things may seem louder or more complicated or bigger than they truly are on Thursday, and we're being guided to see things for what they are and work with what's been presented so that we can let go or move on, or whatever the nature of that might be for us as individuals. This does also imply or bring the energy of endings through. So there might be some things at the moment that we know need to end, or doors that need to close in our life. So that may come to a bit of a head on Thursday for some of us. So let's allow these old expired parts of our life to end and those old doors to close. But it may come with a sense of intensity. So let's grow from this, let's learn from this, let's take the action that we're being prompted to take from this. Things get louder and louder and louder until we finally get the message. And that may be something that is relevant for a lot of us on Thursday. So potency, strong, loud energy, endings, and growth that's promised from this time of intensity. So I trust that makes sense for you. For Thursday, that's the Tree Maiden. So let's put her back in the deck. And I'm now going to look for the best card for Friday the 30th of March. So take a nice deep breath, and again I trust 100% that the best card will find its way to the top that the majority of us need for Friday. So we'll go with this card for Friday the 30th here, and we've got Projection, card 15. And the keywords down here say focus, vision, concentration, and chaos. So we're being guided to stay really super focused on Friday, that we may become distracted. We may find it difficult to concentrate, not just Friday, but at this time period, because there is so much stuff that's going on. There is an intensity that's playing out. There is a deep clearing that's taking place, a deep purging, also a really intense awakening. So it's quite difficult to focus. It's like our energy, and it's like our true selves, our essence, our being is focused on a lot of things behind the scenes. So we don't have, it feels to me in this moment that we don't have a lot of energy at our disposal, if you like, to just focus on the everyday stuff, let alone other things that we might want to be doing. So it might take a lot of effort to stay focused at this time, and that's okay. We can work with that. Things could be worse, couldn't they? So let's stay focused amongst the chaos. Let's really concentrate as best as we can. And like I said in the last video that I shared on Monday, we might feel like it's very difficult to multitask right now. We might find that we need to just keep things simple and focus on a few things rather than a lot of things. That's a bit of the nature of the energy at the moment. Things may, actually, I feel like I want to talk a little bit about the mental energy and the mental chaos that we can get swept into at the moment. And especially with the intensity that's coming through for Thursday, there might be an intensity that overlaps into Friday, and mental intensity where our mind might be contributing to blowing things out of proportion. That would be a shock, wouldn't it? As if that doesn't happen very often. Our lower mind certainly likes it when we're experiencing fear or feeling low about ourselves. So we might need to really consider and be aware of what's going on in our mind on Friday. So let's stay focused as best as we can, especially amongst the chaos that's playing out and the intensity. So that's the guidance for Friday. Let's now look for the theme card for Thursday and Friday. So I think of the theme card as bringing these days together and helping us see the bigger picture for Thursday and Friday. So the theme card, I trust, is this here. Oh, we've got the Dolphins card, Sensuality. This is a featured card, so we are going to follow this. It has further instructions here, which say to breathe deeply and choose a random card. So we'll go with this card here, Pause. Interesting. These are the theme cards for Thursday and Friday. So these two cards have come up together for a reason. I'm going to look at them separately and then we're going to look at their relationship together. So this is card 46 called Sensuality. And the key words say love, breath, relationship, and passion. So this brings highlight to relationships, especially relationships with a lover or lovers over Thursday and Friday. So this sense of coming together, this sense of unity, this sense of togetherness, this sense of love, this sense of sharing space, sharing intimate space, sharing, sometimes intimate space doesn't need to be sexual. It could be really deep conversation. It could be being on the same wavelength and feeling a deep connection in our closest relationships. This also brings highlight to our relationship with ourselves over Thursday and Friday and how important that really is right now, but also always is about re-establishing or reconnecting or improving our relationship with us. So who are we? How do we get to know who we are? By building and increasing and spending time with ourselves, increasing our relationship and our connection with self. How we feel, what's going on for us, what we need to do to nurture and care for ourselves may be a part of that. So let's look at how we can breathe new life back into ourselves and breathe new life back into our sacred, closest relationships. This other card here is interesting. It's Pause, card 25. And the key words say time. Yeah, we're under a time warp, aren't we? Time, hold, transition, suspension, and limbo. So this brings highlight that a lot of us are feeling like we're experiencing a bit of a time warp right now. We may be getting our days muddled up. Time may be stretching here and really narrow there. So there's certainly a shift going on time-wise for us as we shift and adjust to our new realities. And if anyone finds that this video doesn't resonate with them, then I kindly ask you to perhaps turn it off and go and do something that you love. It's some of us really resonate with this, so let's hold this space in respect for myself and for those that do respond and do like to receive this information. If you don't, then just turn it off and go and do something that you love. So this Pause card also talks about things being on hold, things being in a space of limbo or things being in a space of waiting. We may feel like we're in transition, like we're neither here nor there. And there's this sense of feeling suspended in time, where we haven't got the green light turning on yet, and we haven't got the perhaps the red light stopping us yet. So we're kind of in this in-between space. Now, when we look at these two cards together, it talks about a pause in our relationships. And some of us may be feeling a little bit disconnected from those people closest to us. Some of us might be re-establishing a connection with ourselves, which will then which is then perhaps creating a little bit of a discord or a little bit of a discord or a sense of not being on the same wavelength as people closest to us, and that this is okay. I'm personally actually finding this quite strong right now. I feel like for me personally that I'm moving to new vibrations in my frequency with this recent upgrade that a lot of us have experienced. And I'm finding that it is creating a little bit of a discordance in my closest connections with people, where things don't quite feel as easy or as smooth as they did, say, a few days ago or a week ago, and that this is part of the adjustment. It's like, sometimes we kind of reach new levels within ourselves, but other people in our life may be staying the same. And so there's this kind of being on different wavelengths that a lot of us are kind of juggling and feeling upon. And what I've found is it's really important not to get too focused on the other person that may not be at our level right now, but really focus on accepting the level that we've reached and trust that things will adjust themselves out, or things will change if they need to. So some of us are feeling that. I've been feeling it for, all week really, this kind of bit of a discord, a bit of a disharmony between myself and others who I'm close to. But I feel this is an opportunity for me to connect more with myself and awaken and accept more of the space that I've moved into. This high vibrational loving space may cause a pause or a little bit of a miscommunication, a disharmony between us and our closest relationships. And it's okay. These things happen. We're growing and changing and ebbing and flowing all the time. So our relationships, especially our closest ones, reflect that shift that we're going through. So let's not overthink it, but let's just feel our way through it and trust that our harmony will find its place. We've changed a lot. Other people may not have. So we're just going through an adjustment, a sort of harmonizing period. It reminds me of tuning our instruments in our concert band. And, so I play the trumpet, and we've got a trumpet section. Usually comprises of between 4 to 6 players. And we, as trumpet players within our section of our band, need to be as harmonized as we can with our tune and with the way that we're playing our musical notes. And then that harmony then expands out to the whole concert band, where we all need to be in harmony in some form with each other. And sometimes there's just this disharmony as we're finding our harmony. So I trust that resonates with you if it's something that you need to hear. So interesting couple of days. It still feels quite intense. Still feels like a non-stop, overlapping, intensely energetic time. So let's ride the wave as best as we can. Let's remember to accept our moments of pause or our moments of feeling like we're in limbo, and flowing with that feeling of love and how we can reconnect with ourselves as individuals. And find that harmony within first, that will then extend out to our relationships. So I trust that makes sense. I'm going to play the singing bell before I go, so I'll do that in just a moment. So today I've used my Speed of Light Oracle cards. These have been completely created by me independently. There's 55 cards in this deck. So if you'd like to learn more about them or add them to your collection, please visit my website at templeofbalance.com.au. Now, a lot of you were in quite a buzz about my new deck of oracle cards called the Animal Kingdom oracle cards I've been working on since 2014. I know, it's a long creation process. I tell you, creating a deck of cards makes writing a book be like a walk in the park. Writing a book is easy peasy compared to creating a deck of cards. It is a long journey, which is very rewarding. You know, to be able to use my own deck of cards I've created is very, very special. So I am at the moment fine-tuning my new deck of cards, my Animal Kingdom. They're really quite strong, the guidance that's coming through for them. I've still got a little bit of work to do around them, and I should be finished, I trust, this stage of development in June. So if I am, then I know that I should be ready for release with that deck in September. If I'm a bit later than June, then I may have to push the release date to a bit later in the year, but I can confirm that as we go. So at this stage, we're getting ready for a September release. So I will let you know more about that when I know. So I've actually pretty much sold out of my ceramic cups that I pulled out of the kiln the other day. So I'm actually need to make more, which I plan on doing shortly, and tomorrow. And so I've got lots of cups to make. I've got some new glaze to mix up. The green glaze I've pretty much run out of, so I've got to mix some new glaze up. So I'm thinking I'll have another kiln firing towards the end of next week. My kiln's about half full with the overflow from my last creating efforts the week before last. So I should have some new cups available towards the end of next week or next weekend, not this weekend. So if you've been waiting, then hopefully they will be out then. And I've got some new pendants on my website and some new ones coming as well at the end of next week. But if you want to learn more about the work that I do, please visit my website at templeofbalance.com.au. Okay, let's play the singing bell to finish. I trust you're all feeling great and that you've received something helpful and supportive for yourself during this time. So let's play the singing bell. It's a Tibetan singing bell that I turn this way. I've taken the ringer out and I'm just going to play this. I'm actually just take some deep breaths. At the very least, just listen. But if you want to take it deeper, just allow yourself to drop below the sound or soak up the sound and really let yourself receive whatever it is that you need at this time from the singing bell. So nice deep breath. Beautiful, thank you. Strong sense of gentleness coming through from the bell and holding space. So let's remember that we are loved and supported, especially if we're struggling at times at the moment or big time at the moment. Let's remind ourselves that we are loved, we are supported. I am loved, I am supported. I've actually painted on my, because I'm not afraid to paint over everything. I've painted on my bathroom mirror about a year ago at the top in white paint, I am beautiful and loved. And I feel it's not only important for me, but important for my children, especially my daughter, who is 17, and my husband and my family and anyone that comes into my home, that they see that affirmation there. And I see that affirmation there right at the top of my mirror. Sometimes when I've got the light on, it actually reflects on my heart. I am reflects from those words that I've written there. So let's remind ourselves how loved we are, how beautiful we are, how supported we are, and reassure ourselves during our lowest moments and our lowest times. Let's be there for ourselves, because we can be, and really in truth we are the one constant in our life. So let's start turning up for ourselves more. Let's start being there for ourselves more often now, and in more of a supportive and real way. And the gentleness from the bell reminds us to go gently. Let's stop being so hard on ourselves. Let's stop putting pressure on ourselves. Let's stop overthinking things, which is a big thing this week. And let's start holding ourselves in gentle light and in gentle arms and with gentle thoughts and gentle words. So thank you so much for joining me today. I trust you've enjoyed our time together. Have a fantastic couple of days. I will do my best to be back to share with you on Saturday. So enjoy. Thank you. Sending you lots of love from my heart to yours. And I forgot to say, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to. And if you would like to connect more privately, just send us a message through our website. So thank you. Thank you. Namaste to you. Namaste means, or one of the meanings, or my meaning at this point, simplified, is that the divine, the creator within me, honours and acknowledges the divine, the creator within you, that we are equal, that we are one. So remember that you are loved, not only by yourself, I trust, but by others, and that we are all in this together. So thank you and namaste. Thank you.